Oh, I'm back. I'm here. Silver, thank you for the first. Hello, hello. Oh. All right. So tonight, we're making, Jad, ramen, and ginger. What the fuck is Jad? Oh, had. Very nice. What the fuck is Jad? Okay. So tonight we're making a, was it touch loud, isn't it? Oh, you're good, buddy. So we're making, what I believe to be the final dungeon or the final room of the dungeon that we've been playing. We're gonna go ahead and make this a, a 15 by 15 would be pretty good, but I think a 20 by 20 will be better. He said medium when he was describing it to me. However, you know what? Let's do a snooze those fucking ads. Let's do let's change this. We want it to be a yeah, we'll do 20 by 16. 19. You know what? We could do 18 by 12. 14. We'll have a pink boar to cook? What? All the bacon and chops? What the fuck are you talking about, Silver? Did I say something that made you think of cooking? I don't think did I say any words that have anything to do with cooking? Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, the room have it. Making a joke related to a D&D session I had. I remember being one of the people I told about it. I was never told anything about having a cookout or a barbecue in D&D. I was told nothing of the sort. There's a Stantler if anybody wants one. Okay. First, let's come in here with the normal, the normal stuff we've been rocking in this dungeon. Which is here. There we go. This one will change to the grass that we're used to putting in a little bit to indicate some sort of mossiness. And then we'll go back over with the these. My brother wanted to teach some people a lesson on why not to murder hobo using Winnie the Pooh themed animals. I punched a tiger in the face, giving it a good shock. Barehanded tiger that pounced me into self-defense. I was not told about this. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, I would have remembered that. That's fucking... That's very odd. We're not doing that. We could do the darkness real quick, though. We want it to come, like, to here, I think. Two Twits wanted a fastball special. The one with that was thrown smacked into a yellow bear. PlayStation commits to home. Oh. Nar! Siren, welcome. What are you gnawing about? Also, hi Fishy, how you doing, girl? Nothing? Was it first? Was it the first? Cause Silver's been taking that like every stream. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, he's sleeping.
Yes. Thank you for the pet the dog, Shireen. You're good with sex in your headbands. Tried to stay out of the fight when a boar charged a teammate and I sat down, leaving me open to a tiger pouncing out of nowhere. Then I barehanded real hard, did a good amount of HP, and my little brother, and to quote him, with a surgeon's precision back to the tiger. Oh god. Teammates caused us to kill the pets that belong to a guy that gives. Oh no. That's pretty bad. Show that you think it's Lord of the Rings only fun. It's Monty Python. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't know if this should be darkness. Maybe this should be like a solid rock. No, it could be darkness. That's fine. We'll have walls. Here we go. No snapping. There we go. I feel like, should this be darkness or should it be like rock? I feel like maybe I should change that to like solid rock or something. Which, well, you know what? Actually, this is apparently on a different plane, so it could be really anything. That just, well, you know what? No, because that just makes it look like an extra room, right? Yeah, that just looks like there's places to go. So we will keep the darkness one, I think. Or yeah, that'll probably be fine. Okay, and then so this is a very large room, a large chamber with a big statue in the middle. Of the god that made the dungeon. And I think his name is... What is his name? It's not Bakab. Bakab's the other one. We're looking for... It's a statue of... I think his also starts with a B, so... It's kind of throwing me off a little bit right now. Silver, thank you for the huggies. You're gonna try to sleep? Okay, sleep well, bro. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so we have the walls in here. Those are a little too far out, I think. Oops. No, they're fine. Hmm. Maybe I add like little structures like this that like are clearly like supports of some sort. Right? Hmm. Maybe I give him curved walls here. That'd be kind of cool. I haven't done any curved walls yet. Yeah. You know what? Let's do curved walls. I haven't made any. And it's not like it hurts to do. There. Curved walls. And we'll grab the terrain brush and we'll bring in that a little. Cool. So that opens up into a big room over here where we have these wall support structures. Let's see, here. And here. And maybe a broken one. No. And here. And here. Wait. I should set these on a different layer. These should be above walls. We set them into the walls a little more. Like that. There's a slow bro. Is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No. That's too far. Right here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then down here we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for the hug, Silver. I gotta lurky and jump in the shower. Okay, have a good shower, Fishy. Thanks for being here. Okay. Put this here. Put this one here. No, these need to be over 1, so this needs to be over 1. Okay. Okay. I don't want to do that, because then it just looks like extra rooms. But these are just supports over, like, a vaulted ceiling of sorts. And we'll have, we need a little table and a chair. I see this being placed, like, here, next to a little chair. I do notice that, like, things get really, really, like, incorrect. Does that make sense? Like, when we get it into the game, things are a very different size than they should be. We gotta skip this one. No. Just change. Okay. And we've got these on each end of one of these pillars. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got those, and then we also need, let's see. I want a wall fountain. Cool. We'll have a little one, slightly bigger. just on a wall. This needs to be here. No. It can be a little bigger. Need a really big statue, and I believe he's supposed to look like he's in chains of some sort, I guess. Like, toward the like, reaching toward the sky, but I don't think I have anything quite like that. Or I think he's supposed to be kneeling or something. And also there's a sarcophagus underneath. So I have this gargoyle statue. I have this statue. I don't have many statues. Let's go with sarcophagus first. Now, did he say coffin or sarcophagus? He says coffin. Giant statue of cord. Whoops. Mid-sized chamber, giant statue of cord in the middle, and the coffin at the base. Okay. So this is a statue overlooking like a sideways thing, right? Like this. That can be normal size. This can be... his name is Cord. You say in the middle of the room? In the middle, and a coffin at the base. Okay. So this is more here. And there's a giant statue in the middle. Cool. Let's grab... Oops. Go to normal size. Oh. There we go. We'll put this here. And then in... And then we'll grab a giant statue. Maybe a monument? No. Nothing like that. I'll see if I can find other statue resources. Hold on. Whoops. Okay. We'll go here. We'll go here. Oh. There we go. Oops. Not gonna have any results with that. Stay you? No. Statue. Grand statues. That's a lot of statues. And how much is it? Like $5? Are there any statues in here particular? Some of these are looking kind of perfect, to be honest. Do they have like a free version? Or like a sample version? No. No, they don't. This one's even more expensive. It has other statues and sarcophagus and everything. None of these in particular have like any other statues. Probably can't make one. But I can see if there are other assets I could use at the moment. Containers, a bunker, cars, bunch of modern furniture. Ton of stuff. Okay, there's nothing new in here except for those. There's nothing new in here that I haven't seen already. So I don't remember exactly what we need the statue to look like. Other than I don't know where I was going with that. my brain has stopped. Okay, let's see. What do we have in here? These are straight up like actual. These are like tokens you fight. I don't need that. Okay. What I can do this is like the closest thing I can get to that. These others are like really, really basic and really boring looking. Which is unfortunate.
the dog doing?
Sorry, I was trying to find like other resources because I don't have amazing statue options here. Like I really don't. The statue options I have in here are terrible. But then I was like, well, I can't. Like, the closest I could get with is some of these, like, gargoyle statues. But I feel like these wouldn't work. I might be able to take one of these gargoyle statues and then just erase the horns in paint. Or something, and just make a new asset. But I also could just do one of these, even though this is not what he looked like. This is not what has been described to us. Right? None of these look like anything like what we were described, actually. And the rest of these are, they're just ugly. They're terrible default fucking options for this. Which I guess is fine, but I'm not a fan of it. Like, as a player, I feel like I'd be like, okay. You know? But this could work, but I don't know what the fuck is it? You know? Like, what is that? Yeah, exactly. Like, this could maybe work, because I guess it's just for the map, and we can use Theater of the Mind, but I want it to look better, right? The only other option, I might, well, okay, so this is a lady. There's big old boobies on there. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. Is it like an angel that's looking down? I can't tell. Is it a penis? That's a penis. Oh, word? Yeah, looky. Big old booby. Look at him. Right under my cursor. Big old booby. This one would be good, but he's supposed to be humanoid, not reptilian. We were told that he's like kneeling and reaching toward the sky, which I guess this could be big old bob and boobies, exactly. I guess this could work, right? But like, he wasn't described as a minotaur either. Yeah, it kind of just looks like he's grabbing his own coffin. Yeah, so I'm very, I feel like none of these work. 'Cause like, other ones that could work are just hideous. You know? Are you back from your shower already? And then there's this one, which looks really good, right? But it looks nothing like what we were described. This looks pretty close to what we were described, kind of. But it shouldn't have the horns. You go now? Okay, have a good shower, Siren. Thank you. That one's a fish. That one's straight up just a fish. That's a scorpion. So I don't have any good options for statues. I have this, which kind of looks like it could be a statue, right? Like, we could make this a statue. Alright, I guess I'm scrolling through all of my resources again. Let's open this up. Okay, we've got all these statues here. None of them are gonna work for us, I think. And the only other option is try to draw the asset. Go buy an asset. I definitely don't want to buy it. I could draw one. It probably wouldn't take too terribly long. Especially if we keep it simple like that sarcophagus there. We have these little dolls. They don't get very big. What is this? Oh, I was gonna say, is that flint and steel? Yes. It'd be fine if, like, things just have to be imagined, right? But I like getting as close as possible. To what our DM imagined without having to like, I want to get as close as possible without having to imagine it too much, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. It's very possible we might have to just repurpose. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for things I can use to repurpose to make a statue, which we might have to use this guy. Definitely don't want to use one of those. And now we're into plants, ice rocks, and backpacks. Other just dead, trapped animals. This is fire? I thought these were trees. Oh my goodness, so pretty. No, none of those. More fire, more colorable objects. I'd be fine with a colorable object, to be honest, if it just was a shape that I would like. Whole ass wolf. This is like Abraham Lincoln pose. That's all of my resources. That's all of them? There's no fucking way. Really? Damn. Well, we could use this, right? Do we have chains? No. However, I believe I do have a chain path. Sure do. Okay. Is that right? That's not right. Imagine being a VTuber. Yo, Yamachi, how you doing? Sachi looks really cool. Thank you. I think that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with, these chains. And we'll put them on a little platform. Let me hate, they'll be nice. Too bad. It's too late. Get loved, bitch. Get loved on. Haha. No. You going now for real, for real? Thank you for the lurky, Simon. Have a good shower. Have a good shower. Okay, and then we're gonna give him underneath. We'll give him a big stone platform of sorts. Let's see. It's the best option we have. You know what? This big paver looks pretty good. No, it doesn't. I mean, I could make it better, but I'd rather use this. Yeah. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, how you doing, Yamachi? Been a while. What is D&D? You don't know what D&D is? D&D is Dungeons and Dragons. It's a fantasy tabletop role-playing game. Although me and my party play it online. Do I have a shackle or anything that could look like a shackle? I sure do. You know what? This little stone thing that we just grabbed, the other one kind of looks like. We could use this over like his wrists. These gravestones look like they could be little shackles. Or I guess fucking humongo shackles. But yeah, but how do you play it? My brother once suggested that we play it as a family, but we never did. How do you play? That's a question. Like, you just do. Like, you could just print out what you want to use. Like, there are free character sheets that you can get. And you just print out the character sheets. And then you roll for stuff. There's plenty of guides online. But yeah, you'd print out the character sheet and you'd roll for your stats, or you would do this do other there's also like point buy, like, so everybody has the same number to start with, and then like different races start with different points for different stats, but some of them have the ability to, like, you can allocate those to whatever you want. Ooh, yeah. And like I need something that looks like a here we go. A python. Beautiful. These giant pythons driven into the ground. These will go to layer 100. I don't have anything that looks like the top of a stake, do I? Oh, I sure do, actually. I just used the square stone that I found earlier and didn't get to use. Yeah. There's, I think it's pretty easy to get started. You just have to want to start. And that's with anything. You just have to want it. Bum, bum, bum. How long do games usually take? That depends on a lot of stuff. It depends on, like, it depends on the players, it depends on the story you're playing. A lot of the books have campaigns to follow, I think. There are also, like, campaign ideas that you can find all over the place. Some interesting wall ornaments. I could just pop on a wall. Interesting. Yeah. But they take anywhere between, I don't know. How many players do you have? How many players would you have? Four or five? If we could play with no... You cannot play with no DM. You have to have a DM. So, like... A DM can play... the DM is playing regardless, right? But so, like, the DM can play a character in the world, but that's, like, more stuff, and metagaming would be really easy if they're not dedicated to, like... If they're not dedicated to the role properly. You know? I guess is how I would say that. Yeah. So, like, they still count as a player, because the DM... Well, see, the DM can play NPCs as well. The DM plays all the NPCs. And they describe what happens in the world. And the players can do that too if the DM allows, like, certain things. Just like, okay, how do you make that happen? And then the player says how they do it. So the DM can be, the DM wears a ton of hats. Almost literally. Okay. So we've got that. I kind of want a little water in the room. Watching your VTuber crack his neck is crazy. Yeah. It's a time. Maybe I should use these metal things as the shackles instead. I don't know. I think the graves are fine. As shackles. Metal. No, you know what? No, I'll use this metal scrap. Well, where you're layered. Okay. Okay, there we go. And, yeah. It's a ton of fun. Yeah. The books do have, like, campaigns you can follow, but you can also homebrew campaigns. Most games are homebrew campaigns, I think. But yeah, it's very, very fun. It's very rewarding. It's a cozy time. It's just a good time for all. We'll put in a couple more cobwebs, I think. And then we'll call it good for those, I think. I don't think it should be cobwebs there. Maybe, like, off the sarcophagus. No. No. We could do a fog over the whole room. That'd be pretty nifty. Let's do that. We'll fog over the whole room. And David says there was a small chest. So I'll put it on the table. even though the guy in the room brought the chest over to us, we'll bring this over to us. There's a small chest. There we go. Actually, I'll put it on the sarcophagus. Oops. Okay. And now we add lights. Let's make that. And also, Yamachi, you could draw your maps on the board. Or on a board? Like, with paper, or like a dry erase board, or... The limit is your imagination with DnD. That is the limit. Otherwise, there's not really any limit. Because the rules are even limited. Or the rules aren't limited, right? Because say the player wants to do something really fun. They have a really fun idea, especially for flavor. And technically, the rules would not allow for it to happen. Say that the player's handbook says that, like, you can't do this. Or to do that, you'd have to do like a really good roll for it or something, right? What happens instead, oftentimes, is there's a house rule that most games play with, I think. Any good DM utilizes this rule. It's called the Rule of Cool. And the Rule of Cool states that if it's fucking badass, you let it happen. That's it. That is the Rule of Cool. If it's badass, you let that shit happen. If the player wants to do it, you let it happen. And that's super cool, I think. It's super. I'll use an example. The other night, in my D&D game, we had our fighter was out of she can use electricity magic, right? She can use like thunder and electric magic and stuff, right? And she does not have those abilities once she uses those spells. She doesn't have them. But for flavor, the DM she's like, "Can I do this?" She wanted she had already used the spells, right? So she didn't have that anymore. She didn't have the ability to do the thing anymore. But what happened was she wanted she got the killing blow on the boss. This dragon that had flown 80 feet away. And she shot it. And David asked, he said, David, our DM, he said, how do you want to kill it? And she said, can I, like, can I have, like, a little, like, I don't remember exactly how she asked it, but basically, she wanted to know if she could have like some electricity crackle around her, or like hit the dragon and have electricity crackling around it as it was falling out of the sky, right? And David said yes, because like your player is, one, it's super cinematic, right? So one, it's giving the player an effect over the story. It's giving them an effect over what is happening in the fight, more than just combat. And it's also it also doesn't hurt anything for flavor, right? Any DM that like restricts something because like if they're a fucking rules lawyer and they're like, technically no. It's like sometimes like things aren't permissible because the rules don't allow for it, or like you would have to roll for it really high or really well or something. Like inside combat, right? Usually if you wanted to get like I'll get back to the story. But like usually if you wanted to use like if you wanted to use like if you wanted to aim at a specific part of the enemy, you'd have to roll for that, right? You'd have to roll disadvantage or something because you're specifically aiming at a small target. But what happens with these is that, especially if it's the kill shot, right? It doesn't matter. It's dead regardless. And so the player gets an influence over how that plays out. And so she's like, "Can I?" So he said yes, and she has this. So he describes it for everybody, right? So he's like, the intensity on this needs to go down. Yeah, he said, as you draw the bow back, electricity crackles, latent electricity left in your body crackles around you, and flow, and like I think he said it like flows into your arrow, and as you release the arrow, a crack of thunder fills the room as the arrow soars into the dragon across the battlefield. And you watch as it falls from the sky, and as it falls from the sky, because it wasn't a real dragon, it disintegrates before it touches the ground. And that is how you DM. That is how you describe a scene for your players. You make it cinematic and cool, and the rule of cool makes even the most stupid shit memorable as fuck for everybody. And it's awesome. There was a time earlier in this dungeon, not this room, just earlier in the dungeon, in the first room of the dungeon, as a matter of fact, and I believe this is the last room. First room of the dungeon, my character, our rogue, this wasn't even cinematic. It was cinematic, but it wasn't rule of cool. It was just flavor, right? And so what happened was we were fighting these more fake enemies, but we didn't quite know they were fake at that time. It's a super nice game. Our DM is amazing. I fucking love every one of those friends. Best friends I've ever paid for. I make that joke because we're all voice actors and we met in the same voice acting class that we paid for. And it's such a good joke that they all make it now too. So in here, I was in the clutch. So, these walls rose up around us and secluded us from the rest of the party. The party was split up, and we each had a crazy fucking monster to fight. And inside this dungeon, most of our magic items, actually at that point, all of our magic items stopped working. They're not gone from us permanently, just inside this dungeon. Because this is a dungeon that's testing various types of strength. And that's just what, and this is this is a statue of the god of strength that made this dungeon. So, man, I wish I could make this ambient lighting a little better. So, in my chamber, I had a Yuan-ti, which is a snake person. A Yuan-ti, actually, at that point, it had transformed into a full-on giant snake, and it was coiled around my rogue. Not a big deal. He can get out of that no problem, right? If he's grappled, he's like, no, I'm not. Basically, like his dex score and checks are so high that it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter for him anymore. But what happened was our bard had been teleporting around after... Our bard teleported to another room, teleported into where our fighter was, even though we couldn't see through the walls, right? We could see some light from underneath the walls, so it wasn't completely pitch black in there. It was just really dim. And, you know what? I don't think I want this... Do I want this fog over this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we delete that. So, there's a sun current if anybody wants the weakest Pokemon in the game. In here, we got... okay, so our bard was teleporting around, and she teleported into our... played by Julia, who's a lady, but our bard is a changeling, who is a they. So I slip up a little bit. So, they teleport around, and inside the room, they teleported, and now it was her and our fighter. Yeah, sorry. Oh, good lord. Julia and Becca teleported as Zeph and Loon into another chamber where they were with our cleric, Orion. So Zeph and Loon Loon tried to use Shatter on the wall, and it worked. Broke open a whole big ol' hole in the wall where they saw my rogue, Leo, being constricted by this giant snake. And I have an ability that lets me teleport. So he teleported away. After beating the shit out of this thing. He beat the shit out of this thing. He teleported away, and then he has this shadow dagger, shadow short sword. What? It's a shadow blade. He has a shadow blade, and it teleported into. He has it in. He summons it to his hand, and he throws it into the snake. And because that ability gives me advantage in dim light, and because we were absolutely in dim light, I had advantage on that, which gives my rogue sneak attack, which is extra damage on my damage die. At my level, it's 6d6 extra damage on top of the damage it already rolls. I don't think I got a crit, but if I rolled a crit, it would double all of the damage I already did. I think it doubles it. I think we played it a little different. But that's the basic rule for it, I think, is all that damage gets doubled for a crit. So what happens is David says, "Okay, how do you kill it?" I say, "Okay, so as I throw it into I throw the shadow dagger into like its chest, like where its chest would be, like on a snake, as much of a chest can be. I throw it into it. It just into the chest, and the dagger disappears, and the giant snake falls forward and collapses on the ground, its jaw smashing onto the floor as it like collapses in front of me. And that's how I describe that. Just feet in front of me, just crash. And that was how I would describe that, and that was pretty cool. Yeah. So oftentimes, like, we all get killing blows at different points, right? Like, it just depends on who happens to get it. Like, the DM gives us that. He's like, if it's a particularly hard enemy, he's like, how do you do that? He wants us to play into it and do a little role play and see what type of flavor we get. But otherwise, we get stuff like oh shit. Oh my god. I didn't realize how much work this thing was doing here. What was I talking about? All right. If it's like a small little enemy, like we're level 11 right now, and if we come across like something that's like 13 hit points, we just smack it out of the way, and we don't bother with like how do you kill it. It's just dead, right? For the most part. But at lower levels where everybody has 13 HP, right? Basically, not really. Well, I think if you start at level 1, yeah, but we have a tendency to start at level 4 or 5, because if you don't, fucking nothing happens for ages. That's not the case, but like if you want to do like if you want to do a one shot, I would recommend maybe level 7. Everybody's got some pretty good stuff at level 7. You can do some good good combat at level 7. Everybody has some pretty good abilities then. It's a pretty decent challenge. I don't think anybody's going to be very overpowered at all. But yeah, just fucking do whatever you want to do. It's DnD. Make it your own. That's part of why it got so successful, is being able to do what you want. Putting a little rubber ducky in here somewhere. In here. I don't think anybody's gonna see that one. Let's make them a little bigger. Here we go. Do players fight like PvP? I mean, they can. It's not disallowed unless your DM doesn't allow it. But like several sessions ago, like a year ago, we had to fight these big fucking beetle monsters called Umber Hulks. And Umber Hulks have this... these were different Umber Hulks. I don't know if normal Umber Hulks have this ability, but these Umber Hulks have an ability that lets them... confuse their target. Their target is confused and thinks... okay. Say I'm the Umber Hulk. Okay, hold on. I don't even need to do that. I have D&D right here. I just pull up some... Hey, here, I'll put down some statues or something. Here. Okay. So... this is what happened. So this is my rogue Leo. This is our paladin Cad. And this is the Umber Hulk. We're fighting one of these. Hi there. Hi, Sith Lord Nurgle. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm making maps and... Well, I'm making one map today. And I'm explaining... some D&D stuff. Actually, I'm telling D&D stories at the moment. I need to make this a little brighter. I don't like how dark it is. So let's bring this up a touch. Good. Okay. So, would you like a fun idea? For what? For a map? I'm making this map for my actual the campaign that I'm part of. But sure, I'd love to hear what you're talking. What you got? For something that can be in the map? Ooh, maybe. I might not be able to put it in because of what the room is. But like, I'm welcome. I'd love to like hear your idea. So yeah, Yamachi. Okay, so we're in this tunnel. Recently realized that petrified paladins keep their aura of protection. Oh shit. Oh yeah, because petrified doesn't mean they're unconscious, right? Because they just have to be conscious. Yeah. As long as they're conscious, they still have it. Actually, you know what, Yamachi? I might have the map. Only turns off if they're unconscious. Petrification doesn't make you unconscious. Exactly. I might have the map that we played on, as a matter of fact. I think I do. Unless it was one of the ones that my DM made. But I don't think it is. I'll look through my maps real quick. I have this is map 70 that I've made. Imagine a room with a statue that gives the party a +3 to saves with a cool statue of a warrior in it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A +3 is broken. Holy fuck. I have a ring that gives me +2. I have a ring. My rogue has a ring of protection +2, and it gives him +2 to saves. We got yeah, 70. Yeah, this is map 70. I have a ton of other maps. A religion that ritualistically petrifies its paladins, sends those statues to their churches to give the clergy permanent aura. That's crazy. Okay, so it'll be one of my Underdark maps. What the fuck? Why don't I see them? Are they somewhere else? What happened to my other maps? I know I made more. There's that first one that was really shitty that I made. Huh. It might not be here. Anyway. +3 would just be 60. Good lord. So Yama. So, can I call you Yama? So, this is the Umber Hulk that we were facing. I don't know if it's normal for Umber Hulks, so I'll just assume that it was this fancy one. Another streamer had the idea of a big bad evil guy that can permanently charm creatures and captures paladins of every oath to stack their but oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, so this is the Umber Hulk we were facing. Other party members were facing another one. These ones had an ability that made them invisible. If they won this, it was some sort of charm effect, right? It made them invisible. They were still there, but they were invisible to us. And we saw each other as the Umber Hulk instead. So PvP does exist. However, my rogue has an AC of 20. So his armor class is 20. They have to roll, an enemy has to roll a 20 or higher to hit him, and also he has a displacer cloak, which gives them disadvantage on hitting them. So they have to roll a d20 twice and take the lower roll. So he's very, very hard to hit. Our paladin, he just has an AC of 20, but he's still very hard to hit. Neither of us could hit each other. we couldn't, he couldn't hit me, I couldn't hit him. And then I think it took yeah. So it was a problem for us for a while because I think it lasted until one of us took damage. And I think he hit me. And then I was able to hit him. I don't remember. I think it lasts until we take damage. Anyway, we snapped out of it. And killed those Umber Hulks that were causing some problems. Basically cracked the code. But yeah, it was super, super cool. Let's add a couple more torches to the sconces to these walls. Sconce. These are different ones from the ones I already have in here, so let's go torch instead. Let's just grab these ones. Here to sprinkle you pineapple. Apache, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, Apache. Oh my god. Apache, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. What the fuck? Thanks, bro. But my birthday's not till next week. Thank you so much. Speaking of my birthday, actually, everybody, I'm doing community games on Thursday. I'm not gonna be here next week, so I have to do my birthday stuff early. Let's go. Thank you so much, Apache. That's so awesome of you, Mr. Goated himself. So yeah, on Thursday at 3 p.m. Central, we will be doing we'll be doing birthdays, community events. So I hope to see you guys there. I don't know what we're gonna be playing, but I do know that they're gonna be community games. For sure. and I'm super excited. Very, very excited. I'm gonna be an old man. Not really, not that old. But yeah, pretty cool. Keep up the good work, and maybe you see you then. Yeah, hope to see you then, my man. Take it easy. Thank you so much. Okay. How do we want to do this late? We'll do it like that. And we will also grab another one. If you called yourself old, I might need a cane. Yeah, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. I'm only gonna be 26. A cane? Back in my day. Feel strong, man. My first thought when it comes to PvP is backstab someone steal their... Oh, actually, I have a more recent instance of PvP. Damn. What do you mean, damn? Yo, granny. What? How the fuck am I? I'm a dude. How the fuck am I a granny? So, so we had, like, I'm gonna drop the intensity on these a little bit so I don't so I don't blow out these. The bloom is a little intense. What was I talking about? Oh, so, in that same room that we fought those, that I fought that snake, we had, once we defeated those, there was this problem. And the problem was that there was this magical chest that showed up, and it, like, basically, like, it enchanted some of the party members into wanting the treasure in this chest. And they failed a wisdom saving throw, and they had to like do whatever they could to get there and to get it, even if it was against the character. If a character wouldn't usually be interested in treasure, they were interested in this treasure. And so, the only ones who rolled high enough were my rogue, which was me, our paladin, Blake, Cad, and our cleric, Orion, Peter. So we, and the ones who didn't roll to save were our bard, Loon, Julia, and our fighter, Zeph, Becca, and our druid, Metis, Aaron. And so all three of the girls were, like, going after this treasure, and we had to, like, stop them from getting it. And we all had to fight each other. Not all of us. It turned into a boys versus girls combat, which is kind of funny. But, like, Oh god, that's not what I want to do. I'll do it like this. And oh, not that one. That should be a 1. I'm back. Welcome back, Simon. How was your shower? How was your shower, fishy? Okay, so Yamachi, we had to like snap them out of wanting this trapped treasure. How's stream going? It's going great. We just got 5 gift subs from Apache, the fucking goat over here. Speaking of Julia, Apache, I believe you're one of her mods, right? Yeah, super cool. Let's go. Yeah, dude's cracked. So, yes, yeah. So, the olden mod. So, actually, so my character Leo went after I'm pretty much the only one who has a high enough perception to see this, and the next highest perception I believe is Julia's character's Loon. So Loon tries to sneak around everybody trying to get this treasure because our fighter and our druid were having an argument or something about this treasure because they both failed the wisdom check and wanted this fucking treasure. And so I see so Leo sees Loon sneaking off in the corner, and he's like, so like he sneaks around to behind her and goes to like he wanted to do it non-lethally as possible to like take her out. Sorry, Luna's at them because they're a changeling. He wanted to take them out, and he was like, I wouldn't do that, friend. And they like headbutted him. They headbutted Leo and like ran away. And so Leo leaps over this chest and goes to stab them. After they tried to... Did they try to hit him too? Neither of us could land a hit on each other either. Which is good, again, because Leo didn't want to do that. And then I think he was able to... I think Orion put the... Yeah, okay, so Orion, our cleric, ran into the middle of the room and cast sleep on them all, I think. But it didn't work on our... I don't think there was enough hit points left or something for our fighter. So Cad, our paladin, was like trying to choke Zeph out to get her to... Because we figured out we deduced that the only way to get out of the charm of this trapped treasure was to incapacitate the people affected. And so while he was trying to choke out our fighter, an air genasi that doesn't need to breathe. So I think she was rolling with advantage or something on the saves. I don't remember. But basically, she wouldn't fucking go down, and she has a fuck ton of health too. In fact, I could tell you exactly how much health she has. The number's gonna be like, I think I need to subtract like 15. Because we have bonus HP from a Hero's Feast right now. Let's see. I can check that right now. Because I think my... Let's see. Because I have my rogue right here. Minus 15. Might be minus 17. I think it's minus 17. Because I have 103 HP, and I think I'm supposed to have 86. I don't remember. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go to manage. I can look at my character levels. I can see how much HP I'm supposed to have. I'm okay, 86. Yeah. Okay. I have 86. Okay, so it's minus 17. So I go to campaigns. I could just see how much HP Zeph has in minus 17. Because that bonus applied to all of us. Give me just a second. D&D Beyond is a little slow sometimes. And she had full HP. I don't think she got hit by I think we did full healing after that fight. I think. I'm just for sake of example. Good Lord. She has 118 HP. So we were trying to get her down from that, assuming that she hadn't been touched during the combat before. So we're trying to lower her down from 118 HP. And after everybody else is down, because our druid was down and our bard was down, but they were sleeping, so we didn't have to fight them. I loose an arrow into Zeph's leg as I'm like, so I play it as like Leo's like, like he shoots it into her thigh. She screams. He's like, "Sorry, Zeph," or did he say sorry before? I think he said sorry and then shot the arrow. I think that's what happened. He's like, "Sorry," and then he shoots it and did like, I think he did like 20 damage or something. I don't think I rolled very high for the damage on that. I might have rolled like 40. Regardless, we eventually got her down as well, and we took the trapped treasure and we shoved it down a hole. In fact, I can show you the room this happened in. The room where it happened, the room where it happened. I could show you the room where it happened. Okay, real quick, I need to save this. This is the map. This map is done. This is the map for our final fight in the dungeon. What I believe to be the final fight of the dungeon. So, we're doing this. Maybe I add some color difference here. Maybe I add a little water leaking out of this fountain. You know what? Let's do that. I want to do that. Anyway, I put a giant hole in the floor. It looked like this room, basically. It was just a square with some pillars and a giant fucking hole over here. So, okay, so this fountain is leaking. And the water glows a little bit. Because I like making glowing water. Holy shit. And we'll make it glow... yeah, we'll make it glow blue. We'll do it like this. That's a little too intense. How do we fix this? We drop the intensity and increase the range. But it needs to be brighter than that. It needs to be a 1. No, it doesn't. It needs to be at, like, point... Yeah. There. This one can have glowing water, too. It'll be real subtle. We'll increase that intensity to like 0.9. Because I like glowing water. I'll have this one glow a little too. Drop that to 0.7. There. And then we can counteract how fucking bright that is by dropping the ambient light a little bit. There we go. Right there. Cool. And now we can save it. And we'll bring this brightness back up too. Cool. Very nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. Save. No. Save as. And this will be the. What is it? His name is Cobb? Cord. His name is Cord. Okay. Cord, statue chamber. Statue chamber. Let's see. Desert. We'll save that. And then we will export. And we'll drop the grid. What does it look like without lighting? Gross! Much better. Export that as desert chamber cord chamber statue chamber. There we go. Cool. Now that is done. I can show you that other room. So the first room that we encountered, well, this is the second room. No, wait, hold on. Is this the first room? Okay, that is the first room. Okay, so the first room we encountered in this dungeon was this. This is called Desert Empty Chamber. So this is the chamber that the snake fight happened in. This is the chamber that the trapped treasure happened in. That chest rose from right here in the center. And we tossed it down this hole. That I didn't think was going to be incorporated at all. I didn't think that was going to come into play at all. Which is pretty cool. What is my favorite map I've done? I have a lot of good maps. The one we're in, the one that we just finished, is a good favorite of mine, I think. Oh my god, this was a massive map. I don't think I liked this map. I think it was just a decent map. That's a pretty good one. That was a fun one. That one's super pretty. You guys want a different color on your screen? Give me just a second. Oh shit, I forgot I made this one. Damn. That's where the chest went? Yeah, the chest with the trapped chest with the treasure in it was we just dropped it down there cuz our cleric was like I think he rolled like an arcana check and was like, "Oh, I know what this is." Do you guys want like a forest or a mansion to look at the moment? We'll go with the forest. We got a nice green in here. That one used to be one of my favorite maps, and then it got turned into some gross shit. Let's get a good one. Let's pull open a maze. Because it's pretty. Wait, no. Oh. Sure. Oh. Where is it? Island, maze, dungeon draft. This one. No, not this one. I want, let's do the battlefield. There we go. This is where, we ended a one-shot that might get revisited for other purposes. But I made a monk named Idrin Scoria. Idrin Scoria. And he's like a Way of the Chromatic Dragon monk or some shit. I don't know. There was some sort of joke about him being because he studied under a dragon, and they're like, "Oh, you studied under a dragon?" I'm like, "No." But like in my head, the title Dragon Fucker Monk was just a really funny name. So I just refer to him as that, even though like that's not part of that. Like that's not canon to him at all. Dragon Fucker Monk is just a really funny title. But we fought a Minotaur on this map. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I was told to make these maps pretty small, so I made them super small. But yeah, that chamber with the statue, that is the last. Let's reopen that actually. Desert chamber. Cord. This one. This is map 70. And actually, I'm gonna count how many rooms I've made for this dungeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have to count the Dungeon Draft map versions, not the PNGs, because I don't know if some of these are made. 1. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Apparently, I've only made 15. That's a lot of maps for this one dungeon. Holy shit. We've been here for quite a while, and this is for, one character's story stuff. But it's also part of, like, the whole world story. And, this little chest, we were told, contains a little boon. And I believe each of us are gonna get that, but I don't know what it is. I would assume it's for everybody because we all came here. We all did the trial, and I assume this is the reward. That's the reward we get for getting through this, is some sort of ability or power or something. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll go ahead and close that. We'll see who's online to raid out to. Go ahead and refresh. Ugh. When we get out of the dungeon, if the boon doesn't do some, I kind of want to increase the utility of my rogue. I kind of want to see if my DM will let me do Aberrant Dragon Mark as my feat on next level up. I'm not interested in like the 10% chance of a boon on level up from that thing. I just want like the 2 sorcerer spells or whatever. I think that's what it does. Or it cantrips. I don't know. One of the two. I think it's a cantrip and a spell. And I just want to increase his utility. Otherwise, going back and talking to the guy that gave him the those shadow abilities and seeing if I can convince him to give me a little more. I don't know what David would do for that. If he would increase the damage that something does, or like if he would add another spell or let them scale up, or be cast at a higher level or something. I don't know what he would do. Or if it would just give me another couple abilities. I don't know. Did I mention that one? I don't think so. But yes. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. Again on Thursday. So tomorrow we're going to be doing probably Baldur's Gate, to be honest. We just got to Act 2, although I could play something else. On Wednesday, we're not streaming. On Thursday, we're doing birthday celebration stuff for me. For my birthday, even though it's not my birthday is next Thursday on the 4th, but I will not be home because I will be away with family for a week, so no streams next week, by the way. So Thursday, we've got community stuff, and we're going to be doing that starting at like 3 p.m. Central. Hopefully, that will be a lot of fun. Probably like, I don't know, golf with friends or Jackbox or Mario Kart or like some sort of, or like I I can't remember what the drawing game is called right now. Why can't I remember what that's called? Oh well. Like a drawing, the drawing game. I don't I can't remember it. But or Faz or anything. Any community things that I think of during that stream. And I hope that'll be a ton of fun. I hope to see you all there, and I will see you guys in the next stream. In the meantime, we're gonna raid out to you know what? Ulysses is playing Elden Ring, and we just we saw Ulysses in Siren stream yesterday. We're gonna go ahead and raid Ulysses. I've never raided him before. If any of you know Mira Mizu, he's a friend of Mira. But yes, he's playing Elden Ring right now. I believe he's the one with the retro PC aesthetic. That might be a different guy. That might be Geysered. I don't remember. It's Geysered. It's not him. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid him in. Raid into Ulysses here. He's played an Elden Ring, and I hope to see you guys on Thursday. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Also, if you follow, you can reset his run. So, but I've been following for like a year, so I can't do it. But yeah, all right. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here, Fishy.